Your name is Larry Laffer. You've arrived in beautiful Lost Wages without luggage. The airline lost it. Without a hotel reservation, you forgot to get one. And without a clue. You've never had one. You exit the cab. The hot, dry air of Lost Wages hits you in the face like a hard slap. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. After your cab ride, you may be low on funds, but you've got the looks, the lines, and the leisure suit. You're in town to find true love. And if you happen to get lucky along the way, that's okay. After all, you're nearly 40.
And still untouched by human hands. Look out, ladies. I'm finding love tonight.
This sign identifies the bar as Lefties, where people drink liberally. Looking at the telephone pole gives you an inferiority complex. Then again, you get an inferiority complex looking at a Vienna sausage. When you first got to town, you probably shouldn't have asked the cab driver to take you to a place where the women are as loose as the craps. You're alone down here, while somebody up there is probably having fun. But true love is undoubtedly just around the corner. Or so you've been telling yourself every 5 minutes for the last 30 years. Get your mind and your thing out of the gutter. Lefties is looking a little run down. It could use a new coat of paint, some repairs to the spalling, updated drainage, some new corrosion inhibitor, and maybe being relocated to a better part of town. You rummage around in the dumpster, but you don't see anything valuable aside from some cocktail shrimp that might still be edible.
That's good shrimp.
You poke through the garbage cans looking for anything that could help you get the girls.
Look! It's a can of the same breath spray I use, and it's full. Why would anyone throw out a full container of breath spray? Doesn't make sense.
You throw out your existing half-empty can and replace it with the full one from the garbage. 'Cause hey, free breath spray. Yep, feels like your classic sidewalk end. Who are you kidding? You can't even see that window from here. That window appears to lead to the second floor of Lefties. This sleazy bar gives you the creeps. Fortunately, the creeps are all ignoring you. This is the famous portrait, Mona Little Louder. Gee, Dad, it's a Wurlitzer. These video slot machines make it all too easy. At least when you had to pull a big handle, you got to work for your losses. The one with the bottomless gut is Michael Hirschman. He's been coming to Lefties for years, bending the elbow and running up a classically huge bar tab. He just paid it back, which is partly the reason Lefties is open tonight.
Yeah? What's up?
I was just looking for women.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. It's pretty much a sausage fest here. I mean, I'm pretty, but not that pretty, if you know what I mean.
I sure do.
No, you don't. He looks like someone from your distant past, but you just can't put your finger on him.
Good thing, too.
That's Jordan Lee. He's here frequently, and they say he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Curiously, in Florida, Arizona, and Montana, just to watch him die is a valid legal defense against homicide.
Hey, loser!
Wanna go get into some serious fucking trouble?
Hey! No.
That's a shame. I know some major going down tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
That sounds boss.
No, it doesn't. The gentleman filling his face is Tom King, a regular at Lefties and the kind of guy you love to have with you at the movies, so you don't have to talk to him for 2 hours.
Looking at me? Can't blame you, actually. I got that handsome roguish look. It's a curse. But hey, you know what I mean, right?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you know lots of handsome guys in my situation.
This international bon vivant, Francois de Quitte, is one of Lefty's big investors. And being from Europe, he's extremely cool.
Wow, you're cool.
I know, right? It's almost too cool how cool I am, n'est-ce pas?
Ooh, and you speak Klingon too.
No, I don't think so.
I resent your chiseled features, your height, and your easygoing, laid-back demeanor. Can I have your life?
No, I have too much cool to fit into that little body.
You are in a dimly lit hallway. The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter fills the room, and a filthy drunk wearing filthy clothes sits on the filthy floor, leaning his filthy back against the filthy wall. It's a beer sign, playing off the Bush Beer slogan, Bush Beer gives you great head, swallow after swallow. It's a girly lamp like you'd find in any swingin' bachelor's rumpus room. The wallpaper is purple with velvet flocking.
Where? Where? Let me see.
We said flocking. It's a rat with antlers. Lefty caught it up in the rafters. You try to pull up the rug. Not only doesn't it move, it's incredibly sticky as well. You shudder to think what's glued it to the floor. Even empty, these are too heavy for you to move. You reel back at the putrid stench of the offensive bum who can probably hear every word we're saying about him. You deftly pluck the rose from the vase and carry it with you.
Hey, don't touch your merchandise. I'm not your cabin boy anymore.
He must have an interesting past. Stop anthropomorphizing stuff. It goes around in circles, just like your life. This toilet looks disgusting on the outside, but you have to look past the surface putrefaction and try to see its inner virulence. Piles of magazines sit on the floor. You're already well wiped. Thank God. Score!
I'm just wasting my breath talking to you, aren't I?
You grab an ancient copy of Flutter, the magazine of nude skydiving, and settle in to sit and think. You feel a great relief. What's that aroma?
Echo!
The sound bounces around in your head for a few seconds.
Awesome!
Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user. You turn on the hot tap. Immediately, steam starts to chug from the spigot. Technically, steam is invisible. This is water vapor, but nobody likes a narrating smartass. You notice some writing in the mirror.
Ken sent me. That could be important. I'll have to remember it.
You grab a scrap of toilet paper and, cleverly chewing one of your fingernails to the quick, you scrawl the words "Ken sent me" in blood on the paper. You turn off the hot tap and the mist slowly clears. It's you, Larry. Larry Laffer. Remember?
Jeez. Did something die in there?
Hey,
He appears to be perverted, twisted, and sick. You instantly take a liking to him. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. Allowing you to use the darts would pose an unacceptable risk to the computer-controlled characters. A sense of foreboding washes over your heart when your eyes slowly examine this dark alley. It seems to be just outside every public area in Lost Wages.
Oh.
Larry, didn't your mother ever warn you about going into dark alleys?
he's alive! Alive!
It tastes like creosote and missing pet signs. Given that creosote is pretty toxic, you probably just shaved a few years off your life. Way to go, Larry.
Taxi!
Hey, Mac, where you headed? 17 bucks, pal.
It's old number 6845.
Thanks, kid.
It would be rude to send that on in ahead of you. Caesar's Phallus was erected in 1964 and is a long-standing member of the Chamber of Commerce. It makes massive endowments to local charities, and it's always jumping with excitement. Through the years, it has helped provide a livelihood for hundreds of call girls. That's Nama, the demon goddess of prostitution, or possibly the sculptor's ex-wife. Whoa, fancy schmancy. This must be the entrance for the High Roller Suites. And who's that behind the counter? Does she come here often? Can she date hotel residents? What if they're only pretending to stay here? A security guard with an amazing pair of guns is stationed by the desk. She smells like leather and authority.
I love leather and authority.
You cleverly make eye contact with Faith before talking to her.
Hey, baby. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
Good evening, sir.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. Look at the guns on this cop.
Charming.
Baby, I'd like to make your day.
Now there's a fresh new approach.
It must be very boring up here all by yourself.
It is, actually. And it's surprising how tiring it is to stand up here and do nothing all day.
How you must long for male companionship.
What are you, a psychologist? You're very good.
Well, I'm not, board certified. Yeah, that's it. I'm not board certified.
Wow, good save, Larry.
You know, I think the brave men and women who keep our country safe deserve more than we can ever repay.
I guard the penthouses for a couple of filthy rich people who don't even have enemies. It's not quite the same thing.
I know! It's horrible! I mean, it's great! It's very important work. Which is it? I'm not sure what you were getting at.
You're funny, Larry. I just wish this job didn't take so much out of me. It leaves me with so little energy and desire. You know what I mean?
Yes! I mean, as a professional, I've seen a lot of that. So, sweetheart, what's your sign?
Libra. But I'm really on the cusp between Libra and Scorpio. And that's okay because Jupiter is in Sagittarius in my 5th house. So I tend to be less judgmental than you think. Like if my rising sign was Leo or something. Now, the moon is in Gemini in my 2nd house, so I
Mommy, make it stop.
am not getting along very well with my parents, who are both Taurus. Am I boring you? You look a little glazed.
No. I'm just in awe of the depths of your astrological know-how.
Thank you. You're a wonderful listener.
Thanks. All I really had to do was stand here. So, you got a name or something?
Faith.
So, Faith, baby, when do you get off?
Usually when I'm with someone romantic.
Faith? What a gorgeous name!
Thank you. I've always tried to live up to it.
Is that a good sign, or isn't it?
Say, Faith, I'm only in town for this one night. How about we get together when you get off duty?
You're sweet, Larry, but I don't think I could ever be unfaithful to my boyfriend.
Larry, it seems this one's going to require outside assistance.
Don't just sit here all night doing nothing, baby. Why don't you come with me?
Maybe, but right now, I'm working.
You're a man of the world, Larry. Perhaps some sort of medical stimulant would help.
I'll be back, baby. Don't go anywhere without me.
I'm on duty all night. See you later.
Jeez, it's good to be back on solid ground.
Hey, baby. Are you from the Caribbean?
No, why?
'Cause Jamaican me crazy.
Oh, that's cute. How you made a pun using the name of a country. Let me see if I can do that. Your attempt to pick me up is rail pathetic. It makes me think you don't have a Bahrain in your head.
That's, pretty good.
Now leave me alone, turkey.
So, hiya, baby. I hope you own a black cat, because I'd like to get familiar with you.
Wow! I've never heard that one before. That is really cool.
Thank you. Then let's blow this pop stand and take this party downside.
I can't. The Lost Wages basketball team is coming over later, and I promised I'd do them first. Maybe some other time. You're cute in a really Patsy Weber kind of way.
Oh, you mean Anson Williams?
Who's that?
The guy who plays Patsy Weber?
What do you mean, plays?
You really can pick 'em, can't you, Larry? The flashers stand at the ready, waiting for their next victim. Papers, cans, and even the occasional syringe give the curb a warm, welcoming feel.